Another week of training, almost Christmas time. Been a good year of training. What I was focused on today was focusing on single legs without dropping levels. I think that's what I'm gonna go back to. Is I was selling out a little bit too hard, and so when the timing is right, your leg is there. So I will be going for the leg at the right time. Tried for a little bit of a foot sweep there, didn't work. Coming into the first kind of engagement, got the other hook, good bicep tie, good collar tie, and I could have probably done a judo throw, but was going for a Greco-Roman throw. And then some good hand fighting into the best sequence for you today, this little Uchimata. I think if you actually attack the leg here, which you kind of do, actually you do attack the leg, which gives me a chance to kind of pummel my knee out, and then you decide to take a top position. Best little passing sequence here that you like to do, a good single leg X sequence, but I was able to off balance your leg, start wrestling from here, and then kept my knee close to my chest so you weren't immediately passed, but pretty much in a dominant passing position here. So I switched to the De La Riva, and then I start going back to what I'm used to, this kind of half guard, quarter guard series, and then a little wrestling up. So the one goal of the day really was to get a dog bar on you at least once, and so I attack it a couple of times today, very aggressively, but you do a good job defending it for the first few times. I think I get one eventually, but some really nice guard work here to prevent it. Really creative use of that ankle pick there, use it to sweep and then attack kind of a leg lock position. I go for a little bit of a leg lock and then you stand up, so I have to re-engage this kind of half guard. And then it's my rounds with Matt, some good pressure, and then a little bit of a judo wrestling combination, that little foot sweep into the front headlock. Really nice recovery here, get that shin in, get that bottom leg in, but then I just do a little bit of a Toriando style over underpass. Another nice recovery here, but then I do a little bit of modified leg weave pass. you can see in the mirror, that was a really nice little opposite side leg hook, butterfly hook. So I think Volkanovski used that against Islam a couple of times. Really, really nice work, that cross side butterfly hook. So I kind of lock into a very kind of tight lockdown half guard and then just squeeze. Best bit of wrestling for you, really just getting away. Really take advantage of the fact that you can't get called for stepping away from me, and it's going to give you a really good opportunity to choose when to wrestle. So just a tip for you, Matt, don't engage the upper body until the lower body is fully taken care of. So it felt good there, but he had such a good control of that right leg, and then he goes into a beautiful little inversion into that. Honestly, that's so sick. It's such a sick move. So he really likes stepping that far leg into that hip. Don't be afraid to go into single leg X, but he does some nice passing and then lowering his body. It's hard to stop. Another nice little butterfly sweep. I think that may be the answer for your guard issues, is really working diligently on that butterfly stuff, because you do have that natural instinct to flip people over in the right way. Yeah, you could probably pull that off, to be honest, Matt. Just a beautiful triangle and a couple of slick back takes. You almost had the guillotine there. If you were a little more aggressive, you could have flopped over, but nice idea. Just really awesome takedown defense here. I did a double pull on the head, went for the double leg, but you sprawled at the right time, even though you shouldn't have been able to do both, but really nice work. there's a slight opening when you snap your head to the side. Your foot is right there, so I'm able to get it. And then a nice little guillotine attempt, but nice pull guard. I think this is the next real big frontier for us, is attacking these guillotine butterfly sweeps. Yeah, I think if you start getting really good at hip heisting, getting that butterfly hook, attacking guillotines, I'm not going to have a very good answer for that. And then maybe taking the back is not great. You should try and force me back onto my back. And then a nice guillotine attempt here. But when I get that, I can do a little fireman's carry, nice little lock. But once I know you're trying to go for the crucifix, I connect my hands and then slowly go for a takedown. That was a really nice recovery right into a good guard position. So for leg locks, now that I am starting to get used to that inversion over this leg, I'm going to start being super cautious and heavy on this left leg, going for cradles and really trying to separate your leg from my leg. And then this is actually where already I felt I had the dog bar, but it got loose, so I tried to hop over to the other side, and then this is where the dog bar came on. Some really excellent leg lock defense here. I got into a pretty tight 411, went for a little Mikey lock action, right into a good attacking sequence of your own. Just was able to get into a little bit of a 50-50 position, then back into another outside saddle. But that leg inversion is going to get you, and then it got me today again, man. So even with that caution, such a good little arm drag, and then the knee bar, beautiful takedown. And then I'm playing behind here, looking for that tricep slicer, and then just a little battle here. And then when I lose the battle, I ditch into the patented Eduardo guard here. That back step is a great response usually. Just was able to use my flexibility and timing to get to a little Jedi mind trick position, and then able to get into a little bit of a passing position, but then two things happen. You grab my leg with your leg, and then a Kimura trap. So if your leg was free, that arm bar was there, but then I catch the leg, and then I see that I can kind of go for a little dog bar here. So it's a little fight because you usually get a good grip of that arm, but I have a good dog bar. So I go back and forth, and then you realize I may have it. So you let go of the arm and get your leg out. And then this was just a nice little interesting sequence here. You get into a guard here by getting that arm underneath as you usually do. So an answer that I found for this near side deep half hook is attacking the far side arm. And so I went for an arm bar on that side. Maybe I could have gone a little bit deeper, but end up in mount. So I'm looking for that baseball bat choke from here, and then combining that with the howdy or the brute choke. So really the only way to get you is to smash you like that. So I know I can get the punch choke or the diesel squeezle when it's in that position on a lot of people, because the only way to punish is this armbar, and because you've attacked me with this armbar so much, I can get out it with most people. So that's why I attack that diesel squeezle. And then when I know you're going for that arm drag, it gives me a second to get my knee high into your shoulder and then force you back. Yeah, so I escape my leg a little bit, and then I'm able to match my momentum. But then the great thing about that takedown is that you get right into this position here. Another clean takedown off the same action. You snap your head, and then that front leg is free. So basically I'm using the timing of the head snap and freeing my hand and changing levels as you're doing that. So just be careful when you turn your head like that. There's a moment where your foot is vulnerable. So I made an issue not controlling your hips, and then when you have control of your own hips, you can whip your leg over my arm into that omoplata position. And there's just so much torque on that arm that you can even just use your hands to kind of rotate the shoulder joint. And then I felt pretty tight on that baseball bat choke kind of pressure, but then that reverse triangle is too strong. Last round with Matt, just work in here. So definitely one approach change for Matt is that I'm going straight for the back now instead of messing around with any front headlock chokes, because your defense is solid there and the strength is there. So just gonna go to the back and work and progress towards maybe arm bars and triangles. But nice reversal there, really nice work. And this is the moment. As soon as you fall back and you try for that heel hook, oh man, it's on now. It's on. Heel hooks are open season now. You tried it first. Usually I would maybe get tapped that first time. So now that you tried for it, it's full season now and the ankles and heels are open. So be careful now. So now the dilemma is going to be front headlock and triangles into heel hooks. So watch out for those. Here, I'm already looking to heel hook you. I try for the Imanara, you do a good job defending. And then I quickly grab a little heel hook. Good work. See you next week, everybody.